Hi guys, welcome to the roast session for your weekly dose of heat, where we will pelt you with podcasts and gaming videos. Follow us also on twitch.tv/the roast session.
No, I'm gonna take my sweet time, ass nigga. Welcome.
That's your opening.
To the roast session. I'm here with my boys, Gabs, Yowz, and Nobuz, aka Stefan.
Why is there plural?
We all have Z's at the end of our names because it's tough.
Because it's tough out here in these streets.
Why was there a Z at the end of the street? Then there was a plural S.
You don't question a real G.
This is
Jesus. Question of real Jesus.
Jesus.
So what are we covering today, Lugo? What are we getting into? What mischief and hijinks?
Well, my life is mischief and hijinks, but today we're covering something about games.
I feel like his bandana is tighter than normal.
It is a lot tighter. I regret this.
It's the Game of the Year awards, guys.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can tell by the title of the video. If you clicked
that.
on it, it says it right there.
So if you're, unaware, every year this bitch ass nigga Jeff Keighley comes out with his Game Awards.
Is that the Dorito Pope?
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga Dorito Pope.
And every year he pisses me off. So here we're about to talk about it. The Game Awards.
So it's self-explanatory. They put up a bunch of nominees, and what they do it through Twitter?
I think they do the nominees themselves, and they put you vote
Twitter
on
polls.
your nominees on Twitter.
Oh.
Via Twitter. Okay, so let's start off. What's the
Ignore
first?
the can sounds. We're recording in an alleyway. Obviously. What
What is the first?
You want to get right into it?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
we're
jump
gonna,
right into
we're
it.
gonna jump into that crap.
So the first thing, and this is under fan choice, but it's the only fan choice that really matters because the other ones are kind of bullshit.
I like that we're starting with fan choice because we can directly blame the people.
So the first fan...
We can directly blame the.
How dare you choose this?
The first one for fan choice is the most anticipated game, and the first one is God of War. All right, let me tell you why you're wrong.
Let's get this out of the way.
It's God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Andromeda, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Breasts.
Of the Wild. So, what do you guys think about this?
Well, I always feel like that there's not enough games in the nominations, but if that's a set number they have to work with, I feel like a lot of games were left off.
What is this, like 5? 1,
I think it's 5.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4. Yeah, it's 5. One of these games doesn't even have gameplay.
Yeah.
Red Dead
So I don't even know how you're hyped about it.
I'm hype about it just because I've been waiting for them to do something with Red Dead again.
Well, gameplay-wise, you can already assume it's going to be a touched-up version of Red Dead Redemption 1.
Like I had a great time with the first one, so
That's how
I'm actually not even anticipated for Legend of Zelda. With all that I've seen of it, I feel like I have played it. I don't know if I'm the only one.
You think they spoiled too much?
Kind of. And by spoil too much, just the open world of it. I'm very aware that it's open world.
They said that they're avoiding showing too much because they don't want to spoil the story. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of like NPCs and towns and stuff.
So you only saw the bird in the video?
Yeah.
Even still, Zelda's always going to follow its like cliched kind of storyline.
Oh, like it has a formula?
Yeah.
Everything has a
I think this one will break the formula more than the other ones because it doesn't seem like it has any.
It doesn't seem super linear.
Yeah, it seems like very open. I don't know. It'll probably be like other Zelda games.
I'm just hoping with that open worldness, it's full. I don't need another Wind Waker where you're just sailing.
Elder Scrolls full, like we have a whole bunch of just stuff to do in the lands.
Yeah, I would like stuff to do and towns you could visit and walk in. Because if it's just endless fields of green with random monsters or battles, like
that is just No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
And who wants that?
It will look pretty.
No man, right here. Give me it.
But my main point comes from a lot of the games not being on the list, like games like The Last Guardian,
Very anticipated.
Persona 5,
Also anticipated.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
People really want that
Yeah.
game.
like there's a lot of games that were teased early on, you know,
they're not being
Kingdom
necessarily-
Hearts.
that are left
Wait,
off
Kingdom
this
Hearts?
list.
Damn, Kingdom Hearts has been put on the wait list for like 10 billion
But
years.
like, I mean, maybe they couldn't fit all of them. But like, when I see something like Red Dead Redemption 2, I was like, we haven't even seen much about it.
yeah, all we
so.
saw was the wildlife trailer.
How can it be like one of the most anticipated games if we just like saw like one picture of it like a while ago?
I don't know.
I think there's
I feel like it's anticipated more in the lines of like, not because the trailer came out, so then now people are hyped for it. People were hyped for it before any trailers even came out. Or even before it was announced, people were just like, man, Red Dead 2.
You know what's crazy about that? Is there a game prior to Horizon Zero Dawn?
No.
I think that's the only game out of the
Well,
only
that's why-
me here that isn't like a sequel.
That's why I think this list is weird, because I don't think many people are anticipating God of War, and Horizon Zero Dawn looks pretty cool and all that, but I don't think people are really hyped about that either. But people are. I'm not saying I'm hyped about Kingdom Hearts. I like good games.
But the thing is their fan base is strong, and they've been waiting since 1, 2. They want more.
But yeah, no, like people are like, yeah, what the fuck is Kingdom Hearts? Or what the? I just forgot it. Fucking what the hell is the game with the dog?
Last Guardian.
Guardian.
Yeah,
He's
like
not
that-
a dog.
yeah, whatever.
He's not a fucking dog.
Yeah, sure, whatever
It's
it
a
is.
Griffin.
He's a guardian, right?
It doesn't matter. Last Guardian. People are like
last
really.
one.
People have been waiting for that game for how many years? Like 2 years? Maybe
It's
maybe
owed
more.
to us.
It's-
It's like
It's
5?
like 7 years.
7 years? So I don't know why that's not on this list. That's like one of the most anticipated games ever right now.
Yeah, and they left off classics like Metal Gear Survive.
Wait, and you said the way that this works is
This is
did the
voted.
people choose?
Well, it says it
These
right
are-
here.
this is-
Or there were
Isn't
options
that
that
fan
got
choice?
voted?
I think
Well,
they
fans
created
vote,
the
yeah.
options and fans chose
Oh,
what
so
won.
out of that list,
But
those are the ones that
there
got
are
voted.
other. They're like for the other things. It's cast your vote on Twitter. It's a little Twitty bird. Twitbird. So I'm pretty sure if you want to cast your vote and you do this, it takes
Or no.
it takes you there. Basically, you go there and you like retweet like fucking.
Basically, you click the cast vote button,
Yeah.
and it has an auto tweet that says "I vote for this,"
Yeah.
and then they just look through the hashtag to see
What's
how
most
many people
pop-
voted for
yeah.
one thing.
What's the most popular?
But like honestly, like I feel like they missed a few. It might be because they lean more to like Western games. Like the only Japanese game there is Legend of Zelda. Everything else is Western. And we were talking about games, you know, Kingdom Hearts Japanese, Final Fantasy VII Remake in Japanese,
Oh, Last Guardian
Japanese.
Persona 5 Japanese.
Right.
You just
So-
solved some shit, Scooby Doo.
Maybe since because this award show is in America
Yeah,
that they're like trying to cater to.
bald
Americans.
eagles and whatnot, beer, fucking blondes and titties. But yeah,
But Zelda won, so maybe they felt they needed to throw Nintendo a bone.
I think this might be the only category Nintendo wins in.
I think so.
Nintendo wins another category, but it's not the game they made. It's just their property.
Nice.
But we'll get to that.
Let's go to the next category.
All right, time to skip all of this.
Yeah, best fan creation, who cares? Best esports player, who cares?
I never played any of the God of Wars.
Oh, you mean God of War?
Oh, they're boring?
Shots fired. What's this category?
Yeah, what's this category?
Best
Best
multiplayer
multiplayer game.
So
Alright, we
our
got-
nominees are
Battlefield, Gears of War 4, Overcooked, Overwatch, Rainbow Six, and Titanfall. Spoiler alert, the winner is Overwatch. Like a lot of these fucking categories.
you mean overpriced?
Yeah. Because on the PC it was like $40, on the consoles it was $60.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's
But it won this one as well as many others.
You know, I'm very pleased to see Call of Duty did not make this fucking list for
Yeah.
nominees.
I'm so tired of...
That's so weird that because Call of Duty just came out.
Yeah, Infinite Warfare.
You know what I'm surprised didn't make it on this list? Call of Duty, the remake of Modern Warfare. That could have been really good.
That was my favorite games.
That
I mean,
prob-
I'm most surprised by that because Battlefield 1 is on this list.
yeah, and that also just came out.
Battlefield 1.
Oh, you're
I
saying
mean,
it's too recent to be here?
Well, I don't know because
every-
spoiler alert, Dishonored 2 is on one of these lists, and that game came out like barely 2 weeks ago.
I would
I
say,
mean, a lot of these games are pretty recent. if you
Yeah, I
look
would
at
say
it.
Battlefield has been out for long enough because there's not a lot to it. It's pretty much as same as every other one except it's old. Like it's old, based in old time. That's all.
I mean, Titanfall 2 is pretty new though.
Yeah, Titanfall 2. That one's actually
That
it felt like
just
a whole
recent
different
came
game.
out. Yeah.
That
I
one
mean-
I don't understand.
As far as shooters, I mean, I think
I
they
actually
have a
don't
pretty
disagree
good
with
list.
this one.
Yeah, they have a pretty good list here, but I just find it more surprising that Call of Duty didn't make the list.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Well,
I mean, I'm not
it
surprised
says-
that Halo 5 didn't make the list because it was bad, but
It said best multiplayer, and everything here is a shooter except for Overcooked.
Oh, it is? Wow.
I think the list is like that because they had to include like one indie
They had
game.
to add diversity.
One indie game, so they included a game where you cook with friends, so they put Overcooked in. It's actually a constant theme with these lists.
I'm gonna do a call forward actually, and maybe that's why there's one racing game in the category of sports racing games.
But it's not like Overcooked 1. It's not like Overcooked beat every
No,
shooter.
see, they need that fame that they have, like, you know,
Oh,
diversity.
Oh, like they care, yeah.
We
They
care
a
about
shit.
indie games. They're never gonna win.
Wait, but Inside.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, Overwatch 1. What you guys think about the list in general, though?
I'm okay with that list. That best multiplayer, that's fine.
I cried on... Well, that's fucking multiplayer, but I actually cried on a single player.
Oh,
On a single player
Battlefield?
campaign on one of the stories actually made me cry. Like, I literally cried.
I mean, I don't know as far as
Emotions.
what multiplayer games came out this year, though.
Emotions.
Honestly.
I'm a walking stone, man. I don't even know what emotions are.
Did only shooters come out this year? I can't
For
even
multiplayer?
Yeah, I can't even think of a multiplayer game that came out that wasn't a shooter.
There was no new Mario parties or some shit.
Not really.
I mean, of course, like Assassin's Creed probably has a multiplayer mode, but it's not like
Yeah, they're
primarily multiplayer.
Like, Dark Souls has it and all that, but that's not, like, primarily made for multiplayer stuff.
So maybe this list is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I thought Overwatch deserved it because Overwatch is the most creative out of all the games on this list,
Yeah.
multiplayer-wise.
If
even
I
though
wasn't
it's
so
only a
cheeks on
multiplayer
it,
game.
I would...
What about Overcooked?
I never even played Overcooked. I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, I don't think Gears of War 4... Gears of War 4 is the same shit as every other Gears of War. So...
I heard it was worse even.
Wow, that's...
Disappointing.
I stopped after
Cliffy B, get on your shit!
Hey, Cliffy B is getting on the shit, but we'll get to that later.
Alright, so
Rainbow
we agree
Six
with
Siege
this
was
one.
glitchy as fuck, and Titanfall 2 I heard was actually pretty cool. Moving on.
Yeah, it was hailed for having a good campaign. And I was like, don't you mean an actual campaign?
No, we know what you want.
Because the last one didn't have one.
Here's that foreshadowing I was talking about. Best sports/racing game.
Such a weird category, but when we thought about it, there's not many racing games, so I guess you have to put these together. But the weird thing about this category is that it's FIFA 17, Forza Horizon 3, MLB The Show 16, NBA 2K17, and Pro Evolution Soccer. But guess what won? The one racing game won.
You know
Fucking
what?
There were
Forza
other
Horizon.
racing games this
You
year.
know-
There was Dirt Rally. There was Need for Speed.
I didn't even know there was a Need for Speed that came out this year.
Yeah, that was a new one. It sucked, though. That's why it's not up there.
That's why it's not up there.
Is Forza... I feel like all racing games are the same shit, man.
Nah,
Look like
have you ever
cars.
played Mario
Those
Kart
cars
Double
are
Dash?
pretty. They're pretty like accurate.
Alright, well, party...
Double Dash.
One
was-
question at a time, people. One question
I
at
mean,
a
there's
time.
races that play more arcadey, and there's races that play more like
Yeah,
you
the
know
simulation.
real
But
simulation.
I feel like a lot more of them recently have been real simulations, like Forza, Gran Turismo, and Need for Speed. But
You
Need
know
for
what?
Speed it teeters.
I think it depends because I think the Forza that's like motorsport is more real, and
Yeah.
Horizon's the more fake one.
Horizon
fake.
is like half and half. It's like half simulation. You can't be completely bad at it, but you don't have to be really good either.
You know what's interesting though about this
Horizon.
category is I'm actually, now that you explained it about like a lot of the games being more American and Western as opposed to like Japanese nominees, because I was surprised that FIFA lost. It's not that I'm into FIFA or even sports game in general, but I know FIFA is like a widely known game across like the world, not just America.
Many people like to play FIFA.
Especially the Europeans. That's their shit.
Everybody, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Everybody.
quite
Africans,
frankly, I hate
everyone.
sports games. So.
You know, I'm surprised that Madden is not up there.
Now they had to put 2 soccer games.
And NHL. I have fun playing NHL.
But you have fun playing NHL, the game, or do you like
The
beating
game.
people up?
The game.
I don't know. They already have a
I'm
2K
good
game
at
up
it.
there, so maybe that's what it is.
Oh, they tried to like diversify. So
Because if not, for sports game, it'd just be 2K like soccer, 2K basketball, 2K like
And
every
apparently, they
single...
still would have lost to Forza Horizon 3.
Until 2K makes a driving game.
Oh, well, that might happen. They made a wrestling game.
Yeah.
Might happen. I have no input about this list because the only racing games I really like are like Mario Kart and stuff.
and that did not come out this year.
Yeah. And I don't like sports games except for like NFL Street or NBA Street.
Oh,
Those games are
the
hilarious.
golden
Classics.
years. Volume 2 for
I
life.
don't really give a fuck about sports games.
So I guess we agree with this one then. We can just move
No,
past it.
but
more indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really fucking care.
I don't really care.
Moving on. Best strategy game.
strategy game.
I hate this
And
list.
here it comes.
Bullshit.
Civilization.
Sid
I
Meier's
never played
that.
Civilization
Six?
Revolution
Six.
6.
Fire Emblem Fates, The Banner Saga, never heard of this game. Total War, Warhammer, XCOM 2. The winner of this was Civilization 6.
Now, how do you feel about that?
Now, some of you guys may be confused as to why Fire Emblem or XCOM didn't win. I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Now, the thing with me, the only thing I can think of is Fire Emblem Fates is really 3 games. And they're combining it here as a nominee as one. But I'm assuming the voters are just like, I only played Conquest. I only played Birthright. And that's why this game, because that was a fucking great game. When it's all 3 combined, though. If you just played one, then
Well, if you say it that way, it kind of makes sense why I didn't win.
Yeah, no,
I gotta buy 3 games to fully experience. It kind of sucks. Yeah.
I think it's more about popularity. I mean, Fire Emblem Fates. I mean, it sold well on the 3DS, but it's not like up to something like.
Now you say
Civ
popularity,
6.
but do you think Sid Meier's Civilization is more popular than Warhammer and XCOM?
Probably not.
I think XCOM 2 is one of the most popular strategy games ever created.
I think XCOM is actually a tough strategy game too, so I don't know why it lost.
That's why I like it.
Sid Meier's, I feel like, is more simplistic, and maybe that's why it does better. Maybe it's more user friendly.
Maybe it catered to more casuals, and they're the ones who are going to vote for the game.
I can understand it beating Fire Emblem because you got to think about how many people have PCs and how many people have 3DSs.
Oh, that's true too.
Because this is PC only. Or it doesn't say that, so I wouldn't know. But I'm pretty sure it's
I
PC
think
only.
I think it's PC.
Well, what's wrong? You guys don't like waifus? You guys don't like cute Japanese character drawings?
Listen here,
I mean-
Gibbs. It's pronounced the waifus. All right, come on, man.
Here's the thing. I'm going back to my original point is that if you look at this game, the only Japanese one there is Fire Emblem Fates, so it's almost like you can count on that one not winning.
Those Banner Saga is Japanese, but I don't even.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
even
It's
know-
a Kickstarter game, I believe.
Oh, indie game. Look at that.
You have to
diverse.
Japanese and indie. Look at that.
Diversity.
We've tackled both things.
They don't want people to have to, like, you don't want me particularly to, tweet at Jeff Keighley and be like, yo, man, what the fuck, man? No Japanese games? Pretty racist. He knows.
Fucking
He knows
Dorito
I'm watching.
Oh my god! I just think XCOM should have won because I think it's more creative and the characters look more interesting in that game instead of just. Well, XCOM is nameless drones, but this game is like Sid Meier's like super nameless drones. It's like it's like StarCraft. It's like no one really
I would have
matters.
replaced Total War with maybe what was it, Darkest Dungeon? 'Cause isn't that?
Oh, Darkest! If you want to like shit yourself in anger, you can play Darkest Dungeon.
Man, that thing was so hard.
Well, I don't know what these people are like voting it on because
I'm pretty sure it's just popularity. Because here's the thing. The nominations weren't chosen by the people. So the people have to vote on what's already there. And it's basically the games with the most fans are the ones that are going to get the votes.
So I think Sid Meier is more popular than XCOM, but I think XCOM is the better game.
Or
But I don't think they give a fuck about that.
how about people that just saw the list and then look up trailers? What if this is all based on just
Trailers?
how hyped the trailers are?
That's gonna be weird because XCOM's trailer is pretty cool, and they saw Sid Meier as like, you can build a civilization, and we were like, oh hell yeah, this is really cool, man.
and Fire Emblem has anime titties, man. You haven't seen Camellia? Am I the only one who played?
I don't know.
Actually, yeah.
Next question.
Moving on. Shut the fuck up.
Out of all of us, yes. You're the only one that played that.
Best family game.
Family games,
Monopoly.
Playing with my Allen keys.
I guess.
So the nominees are
Dragon Quest,
Quest
Builders.
Builders. Lego Star Wars. The Force Awakens. Pokemon Go. Ratchet and Clank and Skylanders Imaginators. That's a dumbass name.
and the winner was
Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go won.
Why is this getting me triggered? Why is this messing with me? Is it because Pokemon Go is a mobile game on the phone? Literally for one person?
What are you, Bane?
How is this a family game?
Well, you ever just like hit up your whole family and be like, let's go play Pokemon Go?
Yeah. So
Oh, is that what it is?
You ever just go on a picnic with your family and play Pokemon Go?
You take your kids out, your wife and kids out. Hey, let's go for a walk. Let's go catch some Pokemon.
Because I remember when Pokemon Go was hot, which was for 2-3 months.
It was the summer.
It had a season, yeah.
It was hot for the summer. But no one wants to walk around in New York in like 30-degree weather looking
The
for
fucking
Gyarados.
I don't remember Pokemon being a family game. I remember it being a game you would walk around and meet your friends with and be like, oh, you catch shit over there? I'm going there too. Oh, that town's good? We'll be there later.
I'm actually mad this game is popular.
How did this game do well if it doesn't even have a battle system? It's literally just catching shit.
It's Pokemon.
Well,
Well, the
Pokemon
battle
are
system. The
popular.
battle system when you take over gyms. I saw it. I was like, I can't wait to see it. It's the one thing I like about Pokemon is fighting. And then I was watching my friend play it, and he was tapping his screen, and that's how you battled. And I was like, this is lame. What the hell? This game's popular.
Why doesn't this category have like Rock Band or something? With which is an actual family game where everyone gets united for.
Well, yeah, I already said the reasoning. It's popularity, man. Apparently, Ratchet and Clank is a popular family game, even though that's a single player game.
Nah. See, you watch the movie with your family, and then you play the game
alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you, Mom. Love you, Dad.
Oh, so we get to watch you play the game? No, get out, Mom. You can't be here.
And I think what angers me the most is what Yao said prior to this is that this Pokemon game is up here, but Sun and Moon isn't.
Oh no, that's the other list.
That's the other list.
It's a good call out. Because it's probably going to happen next. Yeah. I don't know why Ratchet and Clank's here, because that's a single player game. Skylanders is co-op. Legos, I don't know.
Legos are fun games.
Yeah, Lego games you can play with friends.
Yeah. I don't know what Dragon Quest Builders is.
It's like Minecraft, but it's Dragon Quest.
Alright, we're moving on.
Moving on.
Best fighting game.
Read off the nominees.
Killer Instinct Season 3.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Season 3. No, the game did not come out in 2016. You can't just say, well, we got some new DLC, so we can be up for a nomination. No, that's not how it works. There's enough slots, there's enough fighting games that came out this year to nominate other fighting games.
Yeah, I think it's because there's like one too many Japanese games on here. There's supposed to only be one Japanese game. Because I mean, the next game is King of Fighters.
14.
Cheeks.
Oh, it is Cheeks. Pokken Tournament. Also Cheeks.
Hey, that game sold more than Street Fighter 5.
Hey, Street Fighter 5 won, though.
And that's part of the problem, because when Street Fighter 5 came out, that game wasn't even done.
Yeah.
It released without an arcade mode. An arcade mode.
It's like the most basic thing of a fighting game.
It really is, actually.
That game did not work.
Literally, that's where those games originate from.
Arcade, yeah.
It didn't
It didn't have an
appeal to the
arcade mode. It
casuals
didn't
at
even
all.
have a story mode or anything like that. They added that later on. Thank God it was for free, I guess. Fucking whack-ass story mode.
Now, if you run down the list, you got Street Fighter. You see how there's only 4 nominees, as opposed to the 5 nominees that were in other categories.
Missing Guilty Gear.
Now, here's the thing. There was more than 4 fighting games that came out this year. And especially if we're talking about Season 3s, then we could have had a whole bunch of fighting games. You know.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna let Season 3 of Killer Instinct be there, then Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator should be here, since that just adds more characters.
And I think Smash Bros. Released new characters this year, as well. Which isn't up here.
Yeah, so, if that's
Smash
the way they want
Brothers
to
might
fucking
be
do this.
They put Poke in here, but Smash Brothers is probably Nintendo's best fighting game.
See, but they didn't want Nintendo to win an award, so.
They already got one. They got fan choice nonsense.
You get Zelda that the fans chose, and that's all you get.
But yeah.
I mean, you can see an obvious bias here because if you're gonna, keep watching this, you'll find out that Killer Instinct's not the only game that got on the list because of its DLC.
Which is fucking stupid. Fucking dumb. Moving on.
So.
Best role-playing game. RPGs. First one. Dark Souls.
3.
Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. I actually like this game.
Deus Ex?
Wait, that was the newest one.
Mankind Divided is pretty cool. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Blood and Wine. The DLC.
Now ask yourself, when did The Witcher 3 come out?
It was last year's Game of the Year.
So it came out last year.
Free your mind. Free
What
your
is it
mind.
doing here? Keep going.
World of Warcraft Legion. That's an expansion pack. That's like DLC, basically. And
Xenoblade
Xenoblade Chronicles X. No one even gave a fuck about that game. So why is it here?
Now ask yourself again, what game won?
The DLC for Witcher one.
So think to yourself, let's say you're a developer. You made a game this year, and you're like, oh, I think, we might be a shoo-in for this award. We made Dark Souls 3. People seem to like it. People bought it. We even made a DLC pack that people seem to really enjoy. And imagine going to the award to find out that you lost to some other game that won last year's DLC.
Witcher, you had your chance. You already won it.
It's like going to
Now it's overkill.
It's like going to the Oscars and Shrek's Holiday Special gets nominated over your movie.
That's like going to the Oscars and losing to somebody's like preview movie. You know how they have movies before movies?
Yeah.
Like you just lost in one of those.
And the Oscar goes to Avengers Infinity War. That movie's not even out yet. That's basically what it was.
It's like losing to a movie trailer.
I can't believe Dark Souls 3 lost to a game's DLC.
Well, ask yourself. Does Dark Souls 3 come from Japan? Nippon?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It does.
Well, then there you go.
So does Deus Ex, right? No, that's American, right?
That's
American, but it's...
European? Canadian? It's made by Eidos. But they're owned by Square Enix. And they're Japanese.
Men win.
Oh,
Starting to notice a trend here with the Dorito poke.
Full fleshed out games. And I think Deus Ex and Dark Souls are pretty good. Well, I think Dark Souls is really good. Deus Ex is pretty decent. But
see, I'm not saying they rigged this. Because they tried to say that the fans voted for this. My whole point is that this game shouldn't have been nominated in the first place.
yeah, it doesn't make
People
any
shouldn't
sense.
be able to choose Witcher 3 again.
Going to the Oscars and losing to the same movie. Like, that movie already won. Doesn't need any more awards.
Oscar-
Yeah, but like it just came out with,
the
a
director's
Blu-ray.
cut.
Came out with the director's cut.
Oh, you know
Alternative
how-
ending.
You know how mad I'd be? And the Oscar goes to Batman vs Superman,
Again.
director's cut edition. Ah! The movie sucked dick in the first place. Oh, that's frustrating, man, because the first two games are really deserving. Well, Dark Souls 3 is super deserving.
Like we have
I'm
Dark
biased.
Souls 3, we have Deus Ex Mankind Divided, we have Witcher 3 in this DLC, then we have Warcraft in this DLC. I'm like, they couldn't fill this list with other games. There was other.
Xenoblade.
Who cares about Xenoblade?
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody played that. One is on the Wii U, and two, it's fucking Xenoblade.
I mean,
Nobody played that. Shulk even sucks in Smash Brothers, so nobody cares. Sakurai don't care about that character. Neither do I.
do you know if there's like restrictions to what they could nominate?
I don't
I
think
don't know.
so. I think they could have nominated anything that came
Final
out
Fantasy
this
could have
year.
been on this list.
Now, I say that very loosely since they nominated things that did not come out this year. So,
You know what happened? They honestly had like a legit guy make all the nominations, and at the last second, like from corporate, someone kicked them door. They're like, "All right, all these nominations are good. Just knock out all this Japanese shit. I just can't have it."
Get all this Japanese nonsense out of here. None of
because
that.
honestly, Final Fantasy 15 just came out only a few days ago, so it could have been nominated for this award.
Yeah, because fucking Dishonored 2 came out like a few days ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and it got nominated.
So,
Doesn't make any fucking
that stuff could have made this list. I mean, even Pokemon, that's an RPG.
That didn't make it on this list either.
That didn't make it on this
In
list
fact,
either.
that's not even on any of these lists.
It's almost like they have a bias.
You can't read into things like that.
We're calling you out.
Yo,
Dorito
Dorito, the Dorito Pope will take you out.
Yo, I'm calling him out.
I'm so
He's
glad you showed
diverse.
me that meme before this.
Hashtag diversity.
Alright, we're gonna move on though, and I'll keep going up.
Jeff Keighley at me.
Best action adventure game.
Ooh.
Alright, I think after this point, besides handhelds, is where you start seeing, like repetitive. Like you keep seeing the same games
Yeah.
at this point.
Well, because action adventure, is that even a genre? What does that mean?
It's every
I
time.
didn't even know it won. This game
Dishonored
just
2.
came out and it won Best Action Adventure Game.
Hey, man, Dishonored 2, man.
But yeah, Dishonored 2, Hitman, Hyper Light Drifter, which I think is a fantastic game. Ratchet and Clank, and Uncharted: Thieves' End.
It's almost unfair that Dishonored, because it is so like new, it probably seems like super fresh and dope. To
Yeah,
all
that's
the,
probably why they voted for
all
it.
the voters.
But you see
It's
how
not
you have,
fair.
you have
Just
the
because of
nice
the
mix of
relevance.
games. You get like an indie game with Hyper Light Drifter. You
There's no
know,
Japanese game here.
You don't get a Japanese game because fuck them. You get Ratchet and Clank, which is even a remake of an old game. So,
Yeah,
it's
actually,
a family game, all right.
in fact, if you're talking about action adventure, wasn't there other games that are more deserving that came out this year? Like Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3.
I mean,
bullshit.
you can be like Dark Souls 3 is an RPG, but I'm pretty sure you're stretching the definition of action adventure with games like Hitman. Are you really going an adventure with Hitman?
It's a stealth game.
I'm
And it's an
pretty,
episodic stealth game.
I'm pretty sure the DLC of Blood and Wine was way better than the entire game of Dishonored.
You know what? If it was nominated, it probably would have won.
I can't believe this game, Dishonored 2, just came out and it won. I don't even think it's that good of an action. What the hell?
The first one, I didn't really like it too much.
I mean, it's not like they could nominate things like Recore because it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Recall
See, I'm not saying that there's other games that were deserving that belong here. I'm just saying that there are nominees that are here. Not only fit with the category, but like the game that won just came out. And there's a lot of games that just came out that didn't end up on
this at all.
It's a little unfair.
So that's kind of strange. It's almost like they chose the winners before they chose the categories. They're like, Dishonored 2 has to win an award, so we're gonna have it at best action adventure category.
You know, I'm actually really surprised Uncharted didn't win because Uncharted has like a ridiculously large fan base.
Well, here's the thing: Uncharted 4 was cleaning up this award show. Not with any of the categories that we're gonna talk about, but things like best voice acting. I think like best story, best narrative, and stuff like. It was winning a lot of awards and things like that, and it was nominated.
But I feel like that's
everything.
more of an adventure game where your character is an adventurer.
Out of all these games,
than any of these.
Out of all these games, the games I would have chose to be the best ones would have been Hyper Light Drifter or Uncharted. Not that I really like Uncharted, but Uncharted fits the formula and the title better.
It actually fits, this title.
Did Tomb Raider come out this year?
It did.
Yeah, the second one.
Well, then that might belong on here actually.
Oh yeah, that too.
Instead of Ratchet and Clank,
fun as hell.
A remake. By that logic, next year when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, that's going to be on Game of the Year list. Because apparently remakes are okay.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Fucking moving on.
I don't know what to tell you.
Moving on. Best action game. I don't remember looking at this list.
From action adventure to action game.
What is... Okay. Alright.
Battlefield, Doom, Gears of War 4, Overwatch, and Titanfall.
What
Now,
an
some of the names are
action-packed
starting
list.
to repeat themselves.
But I am stunned that Overwatch lost, because I was confident Overwatch would just win everything that they put in.
Doom won, and I think Doom deserved the win because I think Doom was actually really good.
Word, it was a good balance of
It was a good shoot game. It was a good shoot.
You didn't think the remastered version of Modern Warfare deserved to be on this list?
I mean, if Ratchet and Clank's on the list, then I guess it should have been.
I mean, I think one of the things that I would say is that I think Doom is more representative of the category they have. It's more of an action game than I think Overwatch is.
Yeah, Overwatch is just
it's like a multiplayer team shooter.
So, I'm going to try to explain. The difference between action, adventure, and action is action just means shooter, because all these are just shooters.
Was there a non-shooter on here? No.
He's right.
Yo!
So why did this change to the shooter
Wait, hold on.
instead of action?
As opposed to action, adventure.
Holy shit, he's right.
Well, because think about people that make like pure action games. It'd be like Platinum, and I don't think they made a game this year. Besides, Star Fox Zero.
That's a Nintendo game, so that game sucks.
I mean,
We're shafting Nintendo.
did anyone make an action game this year?
Not
Like
really.
a really character action? I don't think so. So it
At
kinda
least
makes
one that I
sense.
can say matters. No.
No.
Not the one that I had. Not anything that I really like. So I think Doom did deserve this, because I think Doom is pretty good. It's a good shoot game.
I mean, unless you're talking about like indie games, maybe
Yeah.
something.
It has
Hyper Light
some-
Drifter.
Some boss ass Easter eggs.
Yeah, I don't mind this list. I think it's fine.
I think this is the only one that doesn't have an indie game either.
Oh, they could have put Fury. That's an action game. And it
Oh
came out
yeah,
this
it
year.
is.
Or Downwell. That's an action game, but it didn't come out this year, so forget about what I said. But
Make it work. Make it
what's
work.
funny is that Titanfall 2 was on this list, and that only came out a few days ago. What else came out a few days ago?
We're habla.
Final Fantasy 15.
Call of Duty.
That's action.
Watch Dogs 2.
That's action.
I just know that game's gonna be garbage.
I think a new Assassin's Creed came out. Did a new Assassin's Creed come out? Syndicate or something?
They come out all the time.
That was last year. But Mafia 3 did come out.
Mafia trees.
Which didn't get on this list either.
Which is weird because a lot of people, Gabs included, have told me that people are not receiving this game well.
Yeah,
Even though
I
I've
heard
seen a
bad
lot of
reviews
other
on
people
it.
say it's really good. It's weird. I guess I'll see for myself when
I didn't hear it was bad until today, actually. I heard everyone pretty much liked it.
Well, moving on.
From the shooter category.
Best VR game. Oh,
Oh, gosh.
this category is when you go
How's
to
this
get up and you take
possible
a
already?
piss during this one. This
I mean,
is the bathroom break.
This
one.
category is funny only because like it's like best VR game. Did anyone ever even play VR games to be like voting for these things?
Just your max. Well, the
The only people
fucking
who play VR games are
super rich
people who have the money to pay for it and YouTubers.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that actually pretty much just flows into itself.
Like the most VR most people have experienced is putting up their like iPhone on their face in one of those cardboard boxes. Like honestly,
I thought you meant just they put the iPhone on the face and they just lay there. Alright, so none of these games except the first one, or the second one actually, will make sense to, well, or at least I know. So first one is Batman Arkham VR. If you've ever seen the gameplay in that game, it's shaky as hell. It's ridiculous.
I heard it's really bad actually.
Yeah,
It's just like you gliding on shit, like doing tricks, right?
It's basically first person Batman.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, you do detective work and whatnot, but since it's VR and you're walking around, it's like everything's fucking shaky. So it's like, just like put your hands like this and like, that's what it looks like.
Like, I don't even know if people voted for winners. Because that was done by tweets. Who voted?
YouTubers. Oh yeah, the second game is Eve Valkyrie. I've heard of the Eve games. Job Simulator. Actually, no, I've seen a YouTuber play that game.
Yeah,
Rez,
Ducky, right?
Yeah,
Ducky played it.
Rez Infinite. I don't even know what that game is.
Rez is like, I think, a rhythm shooter game.
Oh. Really? And Thumper is the last game, and by the thumbnail they have here for Thumper, I don't even know what it is.
I think it's also a rhythm shooter game, actually. It's like that thing in the middle is like a ship, and you like race on rails and shoot things.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the winner was Rez Infinite, even though I don't know what the fuck it is.
So we're not gonna have much to say on this topic.
Rez is kind of cool, I guess.
I only heard of one game.
VR sucks dick.
The only thing I can say for Job Simulator, it's Job Simulator, right?
Yeah.
Is I actually hope it's the game from Adult Swim where it's like 5 minutes to kill yourself and you're just in a job scenario.
Trying to
That's
kill
what I
yourself.
actually just hope what the game is.
So far, the only thing I've seen on VR games is extreme racism. When I watch streamers play, I won't reenact it or say it because it's very racist, but just it's very racist with VR games.
No,
especially
reenacted. The viewers can't hear it. So, go ahead. Do it for me.
Next, moving on.
Best
Mobile and handheld games.
Let's do this.
Were there mobile games at last year's Game of the Year?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right, so phone.
So obviously, you guys already can tell this is where Nintendo's gonna shine. This is where that 3DS comes in handy, right? Yeah.
Read off the nominees.
All right, Clash Royale. That's a phone game. Fire Emblem Fates.
That's a 3DS game.
3DS game. Monster Hunter Generation.
That's a 3DS game.
Pokemon Go phone game. And I don't know what this is.
It's an indie game. It's like an indie RPG.
Severed.
Severed.
On phones.
The last one's Severed.
It's pretty interesting.
But it's weird. Pokemon's not here. Pokemon Go's here, but Sun and Moon's not here.
Isn't that funny? The actual Pokemon game was beaten by the mobile app.
That sucks.
There has to be some sort of restrictions, man. There has to be. It doesn't make it.
Well, here's the thing. Pokemon's a Japanese game.
Also, it's Nintendo.
Yeah, this one says Pokemon Go by Niantic. You can say by Nintendo.
That's why they won.
I don't understand really, because I can understand if they didn't want to like put too much like emphasis on the 3DS, but it seems to even have less games on this category.
Yeah.
Like I think Severed's a mobile game, and Pokemon Go is a mobile game, and then Clash Royale's a mobile game, and there's like 2 3DS games on there.
And Monster Hunter Generation is, in my opinion, isn't even a good example for like a nominee from the 3DS. So Pokemon Sun and Moon, not here.
What about Ace Attorney 6? That came out this year.
You said that was pretty good, right?
It was pretty good.
I've never played it, but I'll take y'all's word for it.
It just bothers me because Pokemon Go, I don't think is
the definitive Pokemon experience.
I think it's popular. Yeah, it's popular
for 3 months for that summer.
But dude, come on. It beat Sun and Moon? Are you serious?
It didn't just beat Sun and Moon.
It's
on the list, and Sun and Moon is not even in the awards
at all. That's fucked.
I mean, I can understand not wanting to have 2 Pokemon games in the nominees because it'd be kind of like they're monopolizing the spot. But then replace Go with Pokemon Sun and Moon. Go already had like a place in another award, best family game. So I don't think there's any reason for it to show up again.
By the way, it won this award.
Outrageous.
I mean, it's the most popular thing then.
Did we say who won the last award? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. But yeah, Pokemon Go won.
No surprise there.
Over Fire Emblem Fates.
Disgusting.
I'm not even a big fan of Fire Emblem. I just know it's a fucking pretty well-rounded game.
I'm actually surprised Pokemon Go beat... Because again, if they didn't want to give it to Nintendo and their 3DS and they chose a phone app, Clash Royale is actually a more... I think maybe it didn't make as many downloads, but people still play it. No one still plays Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but like recency bias, man. People are just like, well, Pokemon Go is the hot new thing, Pokemon Go to the polls,
What happened with it? Like, oh no, Pokemon Go had memes. Pokemon Go had memes. It must be better.
That's how it is, man. Because you're talking about people voting via Twitter. What do you think people voted for? Out of all of these.
Yeah, it's funny. This game actually just got an update too.
Yeah, they're like, well, finally, what are they? They updated the trackers finally.
The trackers, and also Dittos can now disguise themselves. If you catch a Dragonite, like, you caught a dragon. Wait, it's a Ditto. That's yeah, that's horrible.
That's actually kind of funny. Actually, I'm glad I won now.
That was hilarious. It changed my mind. But yeah, I don't really agree with that at all. And I'm a little upset that Pokemon Moon's not even on the list.
That's more of a thing I feel like. I feel like it should at least been on like the nominee list.
Oh, there's an independent game thing here. I can only wonder what's here.
Best indie game.
I would actually really love if they trolled us and there was only like one indie category.
First game is Firewatch, Hyper Light Drifter, Inside, Stardew Valley, and The Witness. Ugh.
Witness.
The winner is Inside. Again, Hyper Light Drifter should have won. But fuck
actually,
me.
Where's Owlboy?
You know, in this one,
Where is Owlboy? Owlboy's not here.
the only game I ever
Where's
heard
Fury?
of, I never heard of any of those except for Inside.
I've seen Stardew Valley. I haven't heard of The Witness. I've heard of every other game except The Witness.
I mean, Stardew Valley, I believe, was
It's like
an
a
early
Harvest
access
Moon.
game. So did it even come out this year?
I don't even fucking know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Well,
would
these are
consider
indie
myself.
games.
I would consider myself like, I don't look into indie games and I don't look into like games in general. But I know about Inside, so maybe that's something to play a part with the voting.
Well, I think because Inside made it to the consoles. Hyper Light Drifter, I think it's gonna be on the consoles soon, but it hasn't made it there yet.
So what about Fury then? That made it to console.
That game's not that good.
I mean, neither is Inside.
Yeah.
I don't care
What
what
is
you
that?
think.
Inside look
What is
boring.
that game where you're like an assassin or a ninja and you like go through shadows?
The one that we found.
Shinobi for the Sega Genesis.
No, that game should have won.
What a fantastic
I don't know what it's
answer.
called. It's like some Japanese thing, man.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
some
what it was? Alright.
stealth game. Oh yeah, it is Japanese.
That's what I lost. Never
But
mind.
in
I'm
my
tracking my
opinion, of
statement.
all these games, Hyper Light Drifter is the best in my eyes.
Hey, man, if we're talking about DLC, Shovel Knight DLC came out.
Oh yeah, it did. Man, why's that not on here? They obviously care. Like DLCs matter now.
Nah, because Shovel Knight is trying to look like old Japanese
Oh, yeah,
games.
you're right.
So,
Wow, you guys really like Japanese people, huh?
yes. I mean, I'm even surprised The Witness is on here. You know, Jonathan Blow's new game, he made Braid. And instead they put Firewatch on it, I guess.
Grow Home's not
instead.
on this either.
Grow Home? Yeah, Grow Home.
Yeah, Grow Home's not on this list either. That's weird. I think it's weird that Inside won.
Because Inside's like a bad limbo.
I think it's more that Inside has, like, the pedigree. You know, they made Limbo.
Oh, this is made by the same people?
Yeah.
Oh. It's the same game.
Yep.
I mean, where's Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, sister location? We're
That's
talking
what
about
I'm
just
saying.
popularity.
If
That
it's
game
on
kind of blows a lot of
popularity,
these games out of the water.
That
Yeah.
game, that game should be on here if it's on popularity because
If it's by popularity, if anything, it should have won.
I know it on there.
Well, that's probably why they didn't nominate it, because it probably would have won.
Yeah.
Rigged.
Moving on.
Games for Impact Award? Is this like Games for Good?
What does that mean?
Games that revolutionized the gaming industry.
Oh.
No, I think games that, like, you know, do good for, like, the outside world. That highlight some
1979
bad stuff.
Revolution, Blockhood, Orwell, Sea Hero Quest, and That Dragon.
Never heard of any
Cancer.
of these.
Yeah, there's a comma.
There's a comment, so it's that Dragon Cancer.
I don't know what any of this is.
Which one was the winner?
That Dragon Cancer.
Oh, it deserves it. It
I
deserves
mean,
it.
I believe there's a game that came out. I forget its name, but it's a game about, like, being a police officer and, like, the things you have to do to, like, you know, get your job done and how you can't be everywhere at once. I
Is
thought
that
that
a
game.
3D game? It's like 3D models.
I think it's like just like a visual novel.
Oh,
Like,
L.A. Noire.
No.
So this
it's
game-
more like what's that game called? The game where you fill out, you know, papers and stuff. Papers, Please. It's like Papers,
okay.
Please, but like it's like a police officer.
Alright.
I think that game has like kind of a cool message where it's like, you know, you're a cop, but you can't be everywhere.
Because these games are supposed to replicate something in real life. I'm
So-
gonna assume.
If that's your argument, then why wasn't, you know, Ace Attorney nominated? Or, you know, even Mafia 3? You know, you're a stand-up guy. You do go outside the law.
Here's
You're
the
still
thing.
trying to do right.
Ace Attorney is mad fake.
I think it's represented. This is supposed to represent games that are more on the realistic end.
Oh, so GTA 5 on the PS4 that came out.
Yeah, but they gotta like teach a lesson. I think they're trying to like highlight some kind of social.
I mean, with a name like
ills.
That Dragon, Cancer, I don't know what it's teaching, but it has to be important. Cancer's in the name.
I mean, I know it won. Maybe that's actually they chose the winner. They scrolled down to like, whoa, cancer.
That's obviously more important than the revolution in 1970, whatever.
Yeah, that was like 30 years ago. Who cares?
Obviously, we
Cancer's still relevant. Come on.
Yeah, cancer's destroying families and destroying lives.
I'm gonna have to look this up later.
My
on.
zodiac sign's a Cancer.
Oh wait, it actually has explanation. It's for a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message. That's what these games are. That's what they were here for.
You guys didn't think Mafia 3 was thought-provoking?
Hey,
Yeah, man, he was killing Nazis.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
KKK same
member.
thing.
Have you guys ever heard of
Fuck
Valiant? Have you guys heard of Valiant Hearts?
Yeah.
It didn't come out anytime soon, but that game was pretty cool. It probably would have done well in this one. It would have done well.
That was with the drawing characters, right?
Yeah.
Like drawing
and you're like a
war veteran or
Yeah, you
something?
play a soldier.
Yeah.
Well, moving on. Best performance,
And like,
which means now I can just read these now a little bit.
alright.
Award to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture.
This could be a bunch of Uncharted 4.
The only time Mafia 3 hit this list, or
There
any of
it
these,
is.
it's here. Alex
Hernandez.
Hernandez as Lincoln Clay.
Hernandez.
Alex Hernandez
The
as Lincoln Clay, Mafia 3.
Proclamation.
What the fuck?
Sissy Jones.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Cece Jones as
Cece
Delilah.
Jones.
Delilah?
Delilah, Firewatch. Emily Rose as Elena,
Uncharted
4. Nolan North as Nathan Drake,
Uncharted 4.
Rich Sumer as Henry, Firewatch. Troy Baker as Sam Drake,
Uncharted 4.
4.
Damn!
It's on the list 3 times in a row.
You know what's funny about these lists, right? Is that when we went down, what was it? Best handheld games.
Yeah.
There was less nominees than are on here. And this list has doubles. So literally, they added more nominees, even though there's people from the same game on it.
You know what? I feel like maybe this is why they added Mafia 3. Maybe it originally wasn't there, and they're like, guys, our only option is between Firewatch
Dude, we can't have the old dude from Drake's fucking 4 in this list again. So they, Jesus, the winner is Nolan North.
Beats out Troy Baker.
Nolan North and Troy Baker were both in that game.
Yeah.
All-star cast of voice actors. They're both pretty good.
Big up.
Yeah, I actually agree with that one. Especially out of these options.
I mean, there wasn't any options. Honestly.
Wait, hold on. This is for facial capturing? Why is Firewatch in? That's a first-person perspective game.
Yeah, but her voice.
I felt like it matched her.
Oh, yeah.
The sound of her voice matched her.
She had a great performance.
Moving on.
I don't know to tell you, man.
Best music and sound design. Kind of speaks for itself. I don't have to explain it.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's just music. It's like a soundtrack.
Battlefield 1, Doom, Inside, Res Infinite, and Thumper.
Wait, music for Inside?
Inside has music?
What?
Hey, they also said sound design.
It's probably like I'm ambient.
Oh, ripping off a
Sounds.
pig's asshole?
It was
a
a
big squeal.
I know Doom has hype-ass metal music.
Oh,
and
hell
whatnot.
yeah. I get so hyped.
By the way,
playing
Doom
game.
won.
It won this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best
It
sound.
should.
Best
I
sound
can see
music.
that.
I get so hyped playing that game.
I mean, I kind of would have made me upset if it was like some rock band game. I'd be like, you didn't make those songs.
If it was Rock Band, I think it'd actually be cheating.
That's
It's
like you
well,
making a mixtape.
obviously, they're the best soundtrack. But you know, this one I actually could have put instead of Inside Fury. Fury has a great soundtrack. All techno and shit.
Did you beat that game?
Or the new Hotline Bling.
I should though.
I'm in Miami.
Highlight Miami too. That
Or Mafia 6. Mafia 6 has
I
classics.
think that came out 2016.
I mean, Mafia 3.
Three more games come out. Mafia 3 actually has a really good soundtrack.
Strangely enough, you don't see Dark Souls 3 on this list.
Yeah, that game has a really fantastic score.
I still have it in my car.
I have all the songs on my phone. I listen to it
Wait,
when I
what?
walk around.
I mean, I understand Res Infinite and Thumper being there because they're actually like half rhythm.
You know what? And actually, for just rhythms, I'm surprised Pokemon Go didn't win because that beat is just iconic.
I don't think it even has enough tracks to even be considered.
Did
But then
Battlefield
again,
have
Inside War,
music?
so-
Battlefield had music other than like loud dubstep noises.
That's it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's it.
By Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, I'm fine with.
Doom could win that. That's
I'm fine with
I'm
Doom.
okay with Doom winning. I just feel like
They could've
Inside shouldn't even be there.
If this was throwback, Buck Bumble would have won.
What the fuck is Buck Bumble?
It was for the Tut 64.
This was throwback. You don't think Rapper Do Raptor had a shot with it?
Yo! Parappa?
Rapper,
You said Raptor do Raptor.
I was like,
Raptor do Raptor!
who is that?
Think I'm having a stroke.
Raptor do Raptor.
Ooh, we got the best art direction. So you expect this to be games that have like, really great looking art and animations. Let's go through this list.
It's gonna be pretty.
Abzu.
Abzu.
He said so aggressively.
It's contagious. It's
I
contagious.
thought it was an African name. Abzu. Firewatch again. Inside again. Overwatch again. And Uncharted again.
Uncharted won
Inside one.
What? Over Uncharted? Art?
Now, here's the thing with that. Inside looks like shit. Like,
The characters don't even have faces.
Most of the scenes are great.
the best thing I can say about Inside is that it has very, interesting use of lighting. But other than that, the game doesn't look particularly stunning or anything. It even looks worse than games in its same genre of cinematic platformers like Heart of Darkness or
I mean,
Age
look at the
Honesty.
games on this list.
Abzu.
Abzu doesn't even look that good from the picture they have there. They have these pictures here.
Oh, but Abzu is beautiful.
Firewatch is a... Fuck you. Firewatch is a forest. Inside is gray nonsense. Overwatch is the most colorful game on this list.
Overwatch actually
Followed by
should win
Uncharted, but this isn't Uncharted's gameplay. That's the fucking case the game comes in. So they didn't even put
concept art. I mean, honestly, I think Overwatch should have won because of, its bright colors and the use of animations where they actually have the 3D characters squash and stretch.
Yeah.
So the animations look more smooth. I think that's cool.
The character designs are really good.
Honestly, if you're using these awards to highlight someone that's doing something good in the industry, I don't think it's fine to highlight something like Inside. Do we want the industry to be like, well, Inside's where we should be going? No. No. No one should be looking at Inside and be like, let's copy that.
You see that red sweater? That's all we need. Just a center of attention.
I think that was the only color in the game was his red sweater.
I don't even care if the game is black and white. The game actually is ugly. The game doesn't have
art.
It doesn't have nice looking 3D models. They have the simplest 3D models I've ever seen in my life. There's nothing particularly cool about the animations. They have a whole bunch of them, sure, but there's probably more animation than some of the other games that are listed. Like Uncharted.
Uncharted's full of animations, like the climbing and whatnot, the movements of the characters during combat. But yeah, real quick, it says for outstanding creative and technical achievement in artistic design and animation.
I guess they're talking about creative.
Man, does Inside sound like any of that?
Because Inside is shitty. And that's pretty creative.
I don't even know what Abuzu is. I'm gonna call it that from now on.
It's like a swimming.
Abuzu.
It was made by, I think, the art director of Journey. And
It's a shame. Did Journey come out this year? No.
No, Journey came out a long time ago.
Old game. Alright, moving on to best narrative. It was obviously Overwatch.
Yo. If it won, that'd been
Those
wild.
trailers.
That would have been hilarious. Firewatch. Inside.
Now, Inside, where was the plot? Where's the narrative?
Oh, look, Mafia 3's on this. It made it.
Oh.
Mafia
See,
3.
you guys are overreacting. You guys are overreacting, man.
What was obvious?
Excuse me?
One of the
Oxenfree?
Oxenfree.
All the other Oxenfree. And the last one's Uncharted 4, which is the winner.
I can't really fight that.
I don't really have anything to say about that, honestly.
Uncharted has good narrative.
I mean, maybe Mafia 3, just to have more diversity on the list. I know fans voted for it, but it's kind of like Uncharted 4 gets, way too many awards. And nominated for way too many
It should have
things.
appeared 3 times in one category. I don't even know how that's possible.
Oxenfree's an indie game, so I don't really know too much about it.
It was probably thrown in there just because it's an indie game. Oh no, they have Inside there. Oh, I've never
and
Inside.
Firewatch.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about Inside is that I wouldn't say narrative was a strong suit. Now people were like, "Oh no, their narrative is told through the environment." I don't know what these guys are smoking, but I wasn't getting told a story.
Being lied to.
I mean, Firewatch basically is all narrative because it's just people talking on radios.
I'm fine with Uncharted, and if it wasn't Uncharted, I probably would have went with Mafia 3. Are there better games with better story that came out? Oh, of course, but
I don't know. Most of the games where story didn't even end up on this list.
Yeah. Moving on. Moving on. Best studio in game direction.
Now, this actually doesn't make any sense. It's like whole category.
Blizzard, DICE, ID Software,
id Software.
id, okay. Naughty Dog, and Respawn. The winner was Blizzard. Overwatch won again.
I mean...
Explain why it doesn't make sense.
No Ubisoft?
Oh! If Ubisoft won, this list really...
I mean, if we're talking about games made per year, Ubisoft might have won. I mean, they got...
they're
The
producing stuff.
Division,
They got
Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs, they got Assassin's
Always
Creed.
an Assassin's Creed.
They
Far
got-
Cry Primal.
They got Rainbow Six, I think. Yeah, they got a lot of games coming. They all suck. They all suck.
You have quantity and quality.
I mean, I don't know why DICE was even nominated because that Star Wars game. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know about
dropped the. It looks nice, man. That's all that matters.
Then why didn't they go for art?
How come it's not the picture there? How come it's Battlefield 1? Why are you trying to hide it?
Because Battlefield 1's awesome.
We got id Software. I mean,
Didn't they just...
that's
Are
like
they
the,
new?
That's like the only game. They're not new. They made Doom originally.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was a new person.
Nah.
New people under it.
I mean, this is the first game they've made in quite a while. I think they tried to reboot Wolfenstein.
That was really bad. New Order? It wasn't bad. But yeah...
Naughty Dog. Respawn. I mean, I just don't understand what this category is for. Is it... Because it just seems like another way of getting Overwatch another award. Because, like, it's not like the companies that treated their employees the best or the companies that put out the most good games. Because, like, most of these studios only put out one game this year. Except for maybe DICE. And the other game they put out this year, I wouldn't be bragging about that. So, I don't
This
know.
is just an excuse to give
Overwatch another
awards.
award.
Because I know there's other studios that probably should have been on this list.
Well, you can't make Japanese studios.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind. Fuck. Moving on.
Sorry, Square Enix.
Moving on. Game of the year. Oh, wow. We made it to the top.
We finally
We
hit
made
it.
it to the top.
What was that?
You ever seen that episode of Billy and Mandy? I'll tell you later.
So we
Game
have
of the year.
The best game made this year.
The climax, the Machu Picchu of games.
So we have Doom,
Inside,
What the fuck?
Once again,
Overwatch, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4. And the winner was Overwatch. Overwatch won game.
Yeah, you got the Jumanji bongos.
So
over there.
Overwatch took like 3 awards. I think they won Best Multiplayer Game. They won, Blizzard won, but it's really
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Won Best Studio, and now Overwatch won Game of the Year.
Now,
Based on this list, yeah, okay, but why is Inside even there?
yeah.
They should have replaced Inside with Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Blood and Wine DLC expansion pack.
Now, but see, that's not an indie game. You need to have at least one.
Oh, you gotta have one.
So, people were getting mad because Overwatch won Game of the Year. But again, look at the list. Look what we had to work with.
I mean, did you really think Overwatch was going to lose to Inside?
Do people think Inside was going to be Game of the Year? Doom, given it's pretty good, that's not Game of the Year. Titanfall 2, I heard it was pretty good. That's not Game of the Year.
I'm surprised
Uncharted
Titanfall
4?
2 is on the list, considering...
Uncharted was probably the
I
closest to
thought,
the second.
yeah, I thought Uncharted 4 would.
Motherfuckers are out here like, where's Halo 5? Get the fuck out of here. That's not been Game of the Year. You bitch.
Halo 5.
To me, it's more funny that Titanfall 2 made the list, but a whole bunch of games that just came out did not.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Final Fantasy 15 probably would have been a Game of the Year contender,
Or
considering
probably
how
would've
big the
just won.
production is.
Yeah, or probably would have just won, given how much people were really into it.
They'll probably win next year.
It can't win next year.
It will.
It came out. Well, I mean, unless they're
I feel
came out with
like,
some DLC.
Junior, I feel like you said, like, I'll probably win next year. And then you heard you're like, but it came out this year. I'm going to just hold true to my point.
I mean, unless it comes with some DLC, then it can win next year.
I mean, they
yeah.
will. I mean, like you said with
Or they switch to American
what happened
developers.
with Witcher?
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't.
No
There's
Japanese
hopes.
developer's going to win Game of the Year. Well, maybe
There's
Zelda
hopes.
next year. Maybe.
Oh yeah, Zelda has a good chance of winning.
Because
It's probably going to lose the Last Guardian one.
there's just no reason for it
They
not
probably
to
will.
get nominated. That's the thing.
I'm okay with that.
Hell, maybe Death Stranding will be great.
Death Stranding!
And then it loses that.
Actually, let's lose to some Western game. Come on, man.
Nah, you're right.
Red Dead 2. with no gameplay.
That won Game of the Year. Red Dead Redemption. It won Game of the Year.
You can do it again.
It'll lose the Red Dead Redemption 2's trailer.
Yeah, you just have to look at the list. Look at this list that we were given, and look what Overwatch had to compete against, and it kind of makes sense.
And then look at the whole list and ask yourself, does this seem right?
Hell, I don't even agree with Overwatch being Game of the Year, but if I look at all the other games, I think Overwatch is fine.
I mean, I haven't even played video games this year.
I'll definitely give Overwatch the best multiplayer. Because I can't think of it like another.
It has no story, so I guess that's why people are upset. But, I mean, gameplay-wise, it was still fantastic. Drew a lot of people. Hell, it beat League of Legends for best esports game.
Finally.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Someone had to.
A game beat... That League of Legends is like one of the most popular Twitch games ever, so, I mean, Overwatch is pretty big.
Well, that's all of our categories. What else happened at the Game Awards? Because...
Oh, we got trailers.
Yeah.
There was a few trailers, a few reviews.
For new games that are about to come out. What are some of the games?
New games, sequels to other games.
Rick James.
Definitive versions of other games.
We had Bulletstorm. Duke Nukem's in that game. Guys like Duke Nukem.
Yeah, he likes titties. And so do I.
Oh,
He's a
I
relatable
like that
character.
Junior's buying Bulletstorm.
I'm buying Bulletstorm.
There was Dauntless.
Dauntless, yeah. The guy had a cool
Whatever
weapon.
that is.
Yeah, because it was a cinematic trailer, so I don't know what it was.
There was Halo Wars 2, but we know it's going to be an RTS, but that trailer looked really hype.
I just find it funny when somebody shows a cinematic trailer and then like the trailer ends with like coming soon or like buy now. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. So I don't think I'll be buying that.
It's RTS. It doesn't look anything like the cinematic trailer.
There was also Prey.
I don't even know what
Which
Prey
looks nothing like Prey.
You can turn it into a coffee mug, so I think I might buy this game.
Is that all it takes?
That was pretty impressive.
There was Lawbreakers, which is Cliffy B's new game.
Oh, yeah.
Which is about like anti-gravity multiplayer shooting. The coolest thing I think I saw in the game was that like you have like dual firing weapons and like you can shoot behind you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, you do some equilibrium type of stuff?
Yeah.
Gung Fu.
The
So
gun fu?
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, actually.
You know, Cliffy B's getting it together, man. Getting the shit together.
Oh, I respect that. I'll take it back.
I don't take it back though.
So we could say at least there's promise in this year's Game Awards.
I don't go that far.
There's Death Stranding that's coming out too, by the way.
Yes, you started good.
Yeah.
But again, it was just cinematic.
Featuring,
Cinematically, it looks really interesting, but I don't know what the fuck the game's gonna be about.
featuring Caecilius from Doctor Strange.
And George, what's his name? Fucking Guillermo del Toro himself. I was gonna say George R. R. Martin. I got my fat people confused.
Man with baby.
Man with baby.
Man with Babu, the game.
You got the fetuses.
I mean, I didn't expect Kojima to come out with a fully playable Hey, you know what? Actually, yeah, I did. I expected them to at least show some gameplay, but I didn't expect them to show that like
Just
much.
building. He's gonna build the hype until we can't stand it.
It's ironic
Well, that's
though,
the
for it to be
problem.
the Game Awards and for them not to show gameplay.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
they did that
Oh,
with
Gap's
Inside.
starting to see through it now. You're starting to see. You're using your.
I'm starting to connect the dots, which means I'll be killed soon.
But they did that with Inside, and look, man, it won. It won some stuff. Remember the first trailer for Inside? It was just they showed the room.
Yeah, but the game's out. There's gameplay. Man.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, trailers don't matter.
Oh, this is
man.
the formula he's saying. This is
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you hype it up until you can't stand it no more. And then
Well,
when it comes out,
with
and then the people accept it.
we were hyped. Me and you were hyped for Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
And then Phantom Pain was not great.
You know what's funny about Phantom Pain? Like, we would watch the trailers and be like, oh, the game's gonna have even more great stuff. Little did we know we'd seen the whole game when we watched the trailers.
Yep. Literally.
In fact, even less in some cases, because some of the stuff was cut. But as for gameplay, Nintendo actually showed up with some gameplay during the Game Awards. They showed us some Breath of the Wild. I think they showed off some of like the dungeon features where you can attack the dungeon from like different areas.
All right.
So if we could improve the show, that'd definitely be a point of ours to have more gameplay in the Game Awards.
I mean, it's not necessarily their fault. Like, they go up to the studios and be like, do you have a trailer for us? And they're like, yeah, we have a trailer. They can't be like, is there any gameplay in that trailer?
I would have, but come on, dog. There's no way you only have cinematics. This game's supposed to come out next year.
Can you guys send us video of the main character T-posing? Can you give me that gameplay?
There's gonna be like, you don't sell games with gameplay. Listen.
What does the world come to?
Hear me out.
I think improvement-wise, I think I changed some of the winners. Like, Dark Souls should have been the winner.
I mean, that's voted on by people. I think more they need to change the nominations.
The nominations for
Yeah, the
sure.
nominations, yeah.
I really vote for changing the categories. I think some of the categories are really weak. Like, you'll have Best Action Adventure Game. What does that mean?
There was a category that only had 2 nominees in it, but we skipped it because it really didn't matter because there was only 2 nominees in it.
Yeah, it was like Best Fan Creations.
Yeah, there's only 2 in there.
I would change the voting system to be more like the Electoral College.
What's the Donald Trump of video games?
You have like
So
a
that
trusted
could've won.
panel of like journalists and developers to choose the games instead of people voting on them.
No, I would leave it to the fans. I think it is what you said. Just have a broader section for selection. I mean,
I think it just should have been more games.
I would leave it like completely to the voters though. Like I'll put like a holistic. They'll put a genre and then like any game that fits it, and then people could just vote off of that. It'll take a while, but at least there'll be a more accurate depiction of what people actually want to play or see what's on there.
Well, because overall, the thing is just to sell advertisements. That's why the voting even happens during the show. Because they probably could do voting before the show and probably get more accurate, results.
they do it during.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb. I would definitely change that. What the hell?
Yeah, people are pressured like, oh snap.
That way you have to watch it to vote.
Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. You watched it. We got you to watch it.
I told you, Jeff Keighley, man. It's a slippery dude.
Dorito Pope. In fact, that might make him the thumbnail. The Dorito Pope.
Ooh. I like
I might slip him in somewhere.
They had Ray Shremmerd.
Black Beatles in the city.
That was the
Sucking
music
my
for
some
this?
titties.
Yeah.
It was.
God damn
No, I wouldn't change that part. Leave that in.
it. You okay with that?
It isn't a proper award show without some hype ass performance.
Oh.
I just find it funny that they showed up like with those shirts.
Wait, was Gucci Mane there?
Nah. Gucci
Damn,
Mane
they
wasn't
got goo out.
Then it's even better because nobody really likes his part.
there.
Well,
Kinda right.
the run though. That's it. That's as far as I go.
So, is that it for the improvements then?
Just more selection.
Take Inside Out.
Was that a pump?
Yeah, what? Think Inside Out.
No,
Maybe
take,
a bigger nomination
remove
pool.
Inside.
Take
Inside
Inside.
of having like some things only have like 4 nominations, maybe just having a flat number, maybe like 6 or 7,
Yeah, 6.
something like that. Japanese game representation.
Maybe its own category. Best Japanese game this year.
Would you like to explain why?
You can't do that.
Would you like to explain why you want the Japanese game for people? Because people obviously go,
Oh, fuck you guys want Japanese games.
You guys are
Okay.
otakus.
You gotta support the
Guys
culture.
are weeboos.
Because overall, what an award show I think is supposed to do is like reflect what's the best products out there. And if you only like relegate it to only games made in the West, then you don't get like the whole picture. At the end of the award show, Jeff Keighley was like, I'm so glad to be joined by all the industry here, but like in the awards themselves, it was a representative of the whole industry. So I think to reflect the whole industry, they have to put the Japanese games in there. And honestly, also because the people that are voting, maybe they wanted to vote for a Japanese game, but since it's not there, they can't vote for it. So maybe would have had even different winners if they were more representative of all the games that came out. Like Pokemon probably would have won a couple awards if it was there, but it wasn't. So I think it's only fair.
That's true.
also, it's not called Game of the Year, America's Game of the Year.
Yeah.
It's called Game of the Year. For
Accurate.
its title.
And the last thing I think we would all approve on is the banning of the nominations that aren't actual new games. They're just DLC
Oh.
expansion packs.
I
Yeah.
feel like that goes without saying, but
Does
yeah.
it? I guess not.
I guess not.
That's probably the thing that got me the most angry about this. Is
Which
it a
is
DLC?
beats Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
A DLC bit be an entire game. That doesn't even make sense.
That's so dumb.
I can almost understand it if they had to fish for nominees, like if they need to fill nominees.
For RPGs, but there's a lot
There's
of
RPGs that came out, and not only that, if you're gonna fill the spot, don't make it win.
Just gonna put this here and did one.
But I think that's about it for improvements on the show. Hopefully,
Do you mention the creator of fucking 3D Project Red? They were like, alright, so you guys put our DLC there, that's cool, it won't win. And then they're looking at the numbers go up, they're like, holy shit, it's winning! Our DLC's beating Dark Souls, what the fuck's happening? And then it happened there, like, oh my god.
I mean, it's great news for the guy who made Witcher. He's probably just hyped.
3D Project Red is super hype about that.
And I heard it was like it's just a little group of people too, right?
CD Projekt, it's been the same people since Witcher 1.
It's a pretty small company. No offense to them. I just don't think a DLC should be beating real games.
Yeah. It's bullshit.
It is.
Take that World of Warcraft out of there, too. Why is that fucking there? It's a fucking expansion pack.
I'm just saying, how would you feel if your game lost to the new Street Fighter 5 costumes? Beat Charmika. Beats your whole game.
And
Yo, but that does really get
the Oscar goes to the Oscar for best animation goes to Toy Story, the side story, the Christmas special. Wouldn't you be mad? Wouldn't that make you mad?
losing.
Well,
Yeah, we're wrapping it.
I think that's just about it.
We'll see you guys next time on the Roast Session.
Pickle.